Yerp. Hope everybody is doing well. Let's go ahead, get this sorted. Bam, bam, bam. All right. So we're back on Nadenthal today. Let me put that right there. All right. As is tradition, downloadable content. What do we have? Welker Farms. Ooh, cool looking map. From the top down view, it looks, I want to say it looks small, but I'm not entirely sure. Because if this is like a normal area, that actually these might be kind of big. Small map in the sense of like the fields are huge, but like the fields are massive. But so actually, never mind. I take back what I said, because it looks like they took 4 large maps and then just put them together. That's what it looks like, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, everybody loves this planter. Everybody loves modifying this planter. Everybody loves it. Ooh, what is this guy? Let's see, max working speed, 15 kilometers per hour. That's pretty fast, I think. I don't know what 15 kilometers per hour to miles is, but capacity holds a lot. Working with the small though. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it seeds and cultivates at the same time. Oh, what? Oh, I thought this was like giant software DLC or something. I do like the new stuff. Was that giant software? Wait, it is actually. Hold up. With the Straw Harvest Pack, Creative Mesh brings a well-known and popular feature to Farming Simulator 25. Expand your farming operation with the pellet industry and increase productivity with powerful machinery from Krone and Bressel und Lad. I probably butchered that and I apologize. Actually, okay, so I've seen some of this before. Now, this baler just looks like a normal baler, so I don't think there's anything. Well, actually, the wheels look kind of big, but this is interesting. What's up, Cody? How are you? Oh, hold up. I need to do something. 1 second, guys. I forgot to turn on the main thing so I can see chat, or at least on my screen, so I don't have to keep looking way over there. So just give me a few seconds. Well, I'll say a few. Well, I'll say 20 seconds. I was gonna say 10, but I feel like 20 is a bit better. Okay. I have a big problem. What's the problem? I might be able to help. Not maybe. I don't know. I might be able to. Yeah, I guess it depends on what the problem is. I guess that's the real thing. Okay, so now I can see chat. Always on top. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what this does, other than the fact that it's a square baler that drops it like this. I can't get it in Power School. That is a big problem. Because I think almost every school in America uses Power School at this point. If you can't get in Power School, this is a good time to have it because earlier in the school year. But if I had to guess, it's the password. Yep. When my students were having similar issues with the password as well. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told them. I can't help you. Go to the front office, or not to the front office, to the counselor suite. That's where they, like, it's like the first week of school they expect these problems. Actually, looking at the Krone in the background, it drops all 3 at the same time, so I guess they're closer. And since it's dropping all 3, this guy can come and pick them up and load them at the same time. Okay. And you can sort of pick, okay, longer forklift for bales, so you can pick up 3. Now, the problem with this is I'm not a square bale person. Now, what is this? Twine and stuff, I'm assuming. Yeah, I think it's twine and stuff for that specific. Okay, so it's not that this is a I gotta buy this? What? Seriously? I have to pay for this? I thought I just... Oh no, it's free download. Okay. It's free download. Okay, so let me back out and download that real quick, and then we'll get started. Let's see. My day yesterday and today was a little better. That's good. So I'm assuming you're able to find your classes, which is good. Wait, how do I'm trying to download that stuff. Trying to whoops. Okay, I don't know how to. Okay, here it is. DLC. There we go. And I should have access to everything. I think. Yeah, the straw pack is just free for everybody. So that's actually kind of cool. That's kind of cool. That's a good thing that it's free for everybody. The other packs I just have access to. Now, also, like, sort of doubly, I won't say doubly insane, but like at the same time, what just happened? Oh, it just jumped into my game. All right. Let's see. Monday I got my book and driver ed book. Well, you got your books and your driver ed book. Actually, that's crazy. I don't even remember us getting our driver's ed. No, wait, did it? No. I don't remember if we actually got a driver's ed book when I thought I downloaded it. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold up, guys. I was about to start it, and then it says I didn't. I thought I. Oh no, still down. Okay, it's downloading right now. Sorry. Okay, now we're ready. Jeez Louise. Sorry. But now we should be good. Launching executable. But I will turn the straw DLC. I was going to say pack, but straw DLC on for Nadenthal. However, I don't see myself using it for multiple reasons. Reason number one, it's hard to wrap square bells. It's hard to wrap square bells. It's possible, but as far as default in-game equipment, there aren't many solutions for it. Grab my agua. Shout out to my girlfriend again for the Ninja Thirsty. But I think there's only one piece of equipment that wraps square bells. Okay, I'm gonna say two. I think one is an actual square baler that also wraps, but the problem is the bale is like the smallest size square bale, and the medium to larger size square bales, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm gonna check before I go on and start doing stuff. Whoops, wrong direction. Here, actually, I could just go to DLC. Beep beep beep. Straw harvest pack. It has a lot, which I'm actually looking forward to at least testing. And I was right. These are twines and nets. Now it has square, but it does have round bale net. Molasses. Molasses. This machine can pelletize straw and hay right on the field attached to the concept bale shredder. It could also be stationary, so you can make pellets and stuff. Front right side in driving. Check the yellow arrow on the pallet is pointing towards the tray mass. Okay, so So we have to put on the Primo's 5,000. So these 2 bales will not create pallets. So there's that. Did you update the thing? Yes. So this is the straw harvest pack. Now I've actually used something like these two. I've actually used something like these before. And they worked okay as a mod. So I think they would work pretty well here as well. And yes, they are better for square bales. All of these are better for square bales. This entire pack, with the exception of, I think this one baler, works better for square bales. Well, I guess these two. Now, the one thing that was interesting is the pellets, which, let me go ahead and get out onto the field. I guess the question, let's see. Crossplay, they get called. Did you update the thing? I think I did. Let me, ooh, do I want to drop 8,000 to repair it? Might as well. It's only 8,000. I say only, but it's not an absurd amount of money. Okay, let's check on field status. I don't think it's ready to be harvested. Growing, yeah, so we're good there. We still need to gather money because the things we need to get: forage wagon, silage compactor, screw conveyor. Those are all the things we need to get sooner rather than later. I could go ahead and start this process. That gets us 12k. I think I'd much rather wait till closer till, ooh, wait, no, that's right. I still rather wait closer till the time to use the harvesters and stuff, just because I think that would be faster, I think. Oh, the temperature. Let's see, the temperature where I am, thank you for reminding me, we typically do that. For me, it's 83 degrees, and also it's been raining on and off all day. It's stopped, I think, temporarily, but it's been raining like on and off all day for me. Let me go check on, I'm gonna check on the field. We're gonna do this. Okay, our job is good. We've worked the 10 hours required, so we're good. Monthly hours. Okay, employer satisfaction is very high. Doesn't really mean much, but we're good. So what I'm gonna do, since we still don't have our college diploma, I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward and do that. I would like to do fertilizing jobs, but I don't think there's anything to fertilize in January. I think those jobs aren't gonna start happening until March. So, excuse me. Now, I'm gonna go fast forward just a little bit, just in case I'm mistaken and just in case there's a harvesting job, but I'm pretty sure there's not a harvesting job until, I mean, a harvesting, fertilizing job, because we have so much fertilizer outside. Actually, I can just show you in our thing. Yeah, we have about 8,000 liters of this stuff and some seeds. So you sent, gotcha. Look, give me 1 second, let me check. Oh, let me do this. Beep, 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 beep. Actually, I might as well just fast forward as much as possible, right? I mean, it would make sense to go ahead and fast forward as much as possible, so that way we can get the college degree quicker. So that way, when the year rolls around, we can apply for a. Here's the thing: by the time we get a higher paying job, it's gonna be kind of pointless for us, in my opinion. Like, by the time it rolls around and we are able to get that job, it's just gonna be pointless. Eat. Fast forward another little bit. Is it still, does it normally take this long to? Okay, so we're able to take the exam. You can go ahead and take the exam. I passed. Okay, so next we will work on foundation degree, which is hard, which means it's going to take even longer. But And here's the thing, there's no place on this map that we can, let's see, where you are, it is 88 degrees. Okay, so it's raining everywhere in America. Or not raining, it's mostly cloudy. Actually, no, it's supposed to rain where you are. So it's raining everywhere. Yay. Well, I say yay, I guess it's not really a yay thing. Let's see, do we have any contracts we can do to get money? No, we cannot. I seriously would like to find another job. Let's see. What are you doing at 12:30 to 1:18? I don't know. That's very specific, and I don't know even what that's in reference to. See, I don't think I can work any. Okay, hold up. Can you only? Why can I work at the bakery? The bakery's down here, right? That's not the bakery. Yes, it is. Okay, so I can work there, but I can't work anywhere else. I can't even check. You see what I'm saying? Jeez, it's loud. I'll say that. It's my lunch break. Ah, I see. Cause I was just saying, it's such a very specific time. I'm either at the gym or like working on some like chores or stuff or just things I need to do. Okay, so yeah, I'm just thinking we don't have any other places that we can actually work. Like, because I'm just curious. I'm just trying to figure out what places can I work. And I think on this map specifically, there's nothing that we can do. Yeah, wait, isn't there? Yeah, the warehouse is over here. Maybe we're able to get a job at the warehouse. No, that's fine. I don't remember when it starts, but I do remember when it ends. Everybody remembers when lunch ends because it's usually the sad time. At least for me, it was. I'm like, I just wanted to chill. It's a break. It's a nice break. Okay. I guess we could go ahead and just fast forward again. Start working on the foundation degree. And here's, again, we're going to run into the issue to where we're doing all this studying. We're getting these degrees and it not being worth it. Now, the cool part is, had this been a normal playthrough where we're doing like 1 month intervals, I feel like the studying and everything would be more in line because we would be able to progress through the years quicker, but that's just not a thing right now. I could work more so we can get some more money, but it's just not going to be enough. But after a year, I need a high school education to get that. After 2 years, I can become a cashier, and then after 3 years, I can get. See, I would say, so I have so much time that I might as well work more. Because at least if I work more, we're gonna get paid more. Let's see, the last 3 days I ate outside. That's nice. As a freshman, so our school, we were only, like when I was in high school, we were only allowed to eat outside if we were seniors. And even then, there wasn't a massive amount of space outside for seniors. There was some, but like I would say, like, of the seniors who were in the cafeteria, depending on the lunch wave, I would say like maybe 75 to 90% of us could eat out there if we wanted. I mean, I eat out there sometimes, but I even though I like eating outside, I don't like the wind blowing your food everywhere. I don't like bugs. Or it's not that I don't like bugs. I don't like bugs in my food, you know? So it's like, what's up? See, everyone that, where's everyone at? Wait, what? Everyone ate outside at my school? Nah, not at my school. Only seniors were allowed. So I didn't get to eat outside until my senior year. But that's because they just didn't. It was like, it was a patio. It was like a small area. Like our cafeteria was, I wouldn't say it was huge. Well, yeah, it was actually kind of, it was huge actually. I'm gonna say in my opinion, it was huge, but the outside area was not that big, so it was weird. Is it on campus until someone? Oh yeah, is it open? Yes, it is open until someone gets in trouble. As soon as someone gets in trouble, whoops, now everybody's punished. Or at least that's, again, when I was in school. Now stuff might have changed, I don't know. Okay, so that's still growing. We still shouldn't have any, yeah, I was gonna say we still shouldn't have any whatchamacallit, fertilizing contracts. I'm gonna keep spamming this money since they're allowing it, because now we're gonna get 2,000 at the end of the month. At least this way we're getting some money. I mean, it's not a massive amount of money, but it's something, right? Could you leave school during the day, like at lunch and on spares? How can I explain this? Yes and no. Like, you have to go. Yeah, you told me. See you, Cody. We could leave. Just don't get caught. Right? It was like one of those sort of understood things that, like, the teachers and everybody sort of understood. It's like, hey, the seniors are gonna leave to probably go get lunch and then come back, or leave to go get their lunch and bring it back to eat. And it was sort of like understood. It's like, hey, you're good, just don't get caught by a principal. And so, like, I wouldn't say every senior did it, but most of us would go eat somewhere and come back. However, I would probably do that like maybe 2 or 3 times a month, only because I didn't eat fast food often. I didn't like go out to eat often. I just never have. We don't have any new contracts right now? Huh. Odd. Okay. Well, we can work 2 more hours. Maybe we'll get some contracts. Perfect. 2 hours. Perfect. Okay. Well, there was a bunch of places to get food between 1 to 3 kilometers from school. If you could walk it, you could go. Okay, that's another thing. If we walked, you would miss your lunchtime. Like nothing, or at least I'm gonna say most of it. There's nothing really close to schools in America from every school that I've seen. Like, could you walk to go eat? Yes. Could you walk, order your food, and get back in time and eat it, or vice versa? Probably not. I think if we wanted to, you could. You would have to call in your order like towards the end of, let's say, the period before your lunch period. You would need to ask to go to the restroom early, call in your order. As soon as the bell rings, leave school to start walking, grab your food, and on the way back to the school be eating it. And by the time you get back to school, it's time to go back to class or to go to wherever you're supposed to go to next. You know, it's weird how I explain that, but that's the best I could think of. We don't have any contracts right now. I must have done something wrong. Is my grass ready? It should be ready, right? But if I could just switch to this one, right? No. Wait, no, so it's still growing, really? Okay, well, the little money we were getting is not really worth it at the end of the month, so I am going to focus on other stuff. We also had another big high school right down the road from us. We'd often spend our lunch there. How long is your lunch? Bear in mind, when I finished school, nobody had phones. That's true. It says that it was much easier to get away with stuff then I'm gonna say, if I remember correctly, our lunch was about I want to say about 30 minutes. Somewhere in there, about 30 minutes. I think. That feels right, but it also feels wrong at the same time. 30, maybe 25, something in there. What the heck? What is going on with the windows? Wait, am I supposed to be able to see out those? Oh, there's snow. Is that its way of saying? Oh, okay, I see. It's frozen over, which is why I couldn't see out here. Ah, this stuff still hasn't grown. Which actually, that could explain why I didn't have any contracts. I could go ahead and do cultivating and stuff, but it moves too slow for my taste. So I'm gonna keep fast forwarding until our stuff is ready to be cut, so we can do that. And we need to just save up for equipment. Come on. Let's see, our school used to send automated calls home if you skipped. And yeah, we had an hour. Bruh, we definitely did not have an hour. That's insane. I don't know how our school handled skipping. I never got caught for skipping, but I think our school was also pretty chill. Like, we weren't, with how our school was, there was nothing around that you could really get into as far as like trouble. I mean, maybe someone could get kidnapped. Looking back on it, maybe that's probably the worst case scenario, or a fight or something. But let's see, it worked out fine for me. I'd be home before my mom or dad and remove it from the answering machine. Oh, if you weren't in class, you got the call every time. I would say I never had to worry about that. Yeah. But then also I had band, so okay, we're just gonna keep studying, because we don't have any contracts. Essentially, the things that we're checking right now: contracts, fertilizing contracts specifically, because that's how we're gonna get our money. So fertilizing contracts, and what else? Fertilizing contracts. Oh, and checking to see if our grass is done. Still no fertilizing contracts. Let's make sure we are up to date on our job. We got the hours we need, so we're all set. Like, there's nothing we could do. I'm gonna go out this door. Go out this door and then go in this one. We move pretty fast, I think. Let's see. Once we walk down the long train tracks to the bridge and we jump in the river, one day we found a canoe, so we packed in. Okay, now that's so much easier to read. The white thing over the words where I'm reading is, anyway. One day we found a canoe, so we packed in school for the day and paddled it out to the bay. So you guys weren't just skipping, you guys are just up to no good. You guys were doing a bunch of shenanigans. You guys are doing a bunch of shenanigan tomfoolery. All right, do we have any jobs? Anything we can work on? The Adventures Up North. That sounds like a book, I'm gonna be honest. That sounds like an actually interesting book. The grass is still not ready. Jeez, we're just gonna, I mean, I kind of like this because we're fast forwarding. The reason I like it, I don't know, actually. Don't know the reason. We do need to get up some type of passive income. I feel like if we had that $90,000 solar panel, I feel like that would drastically help us as far as getting us some money. But excuse me, we used to do drive-bys on weekends. It doesn't grow in the winter. I figured, which means we're not going to have any fertilizing contracts, and since it's still February, we're good. And I kind of figured that was going to happen until March, which I'm perfectly okay with, and you know, just keep fast forwarding, because this way we're getting our degree up as well. So after X amount of years of playing on this save, we should be able to just keep applying to more and more for our what do you call it, job. See, we're almost done with the foundation degree, and all we've done is February. Like, we must be some pretty smart people to study for what I think is it says foundation. I think that's associate's degree in American standards, associate's degree. And like, we just been for February, an entire associate's degree in February. But we but we didn't use guns. No, we used 99-cent beef and cheese burritos. Just remember my first headshot, poor woman took a beefy boy to the face. But wait, but out of nowhere. Okay, so it's March, so it should be time to harvest. Yep. All right, good thing is we have our equipment and everything ready. Ooh, and let me go ahead and pick that up. Get out of the garage. Hurry out. Okay. Go ahead and fold that down. Go ahead and fold that down. Okay, everything should be good. Let's see. You need to unfold. I didn't fold that one. Stupid me. Turn that one on. Turn that one on. Okay. Now, the difference between this as opposed to the crone, which out of nowhere, yeah. The crone makes this a bit easier because you control both the back and the front pretty easily without, you know, much hassle. Because I'm controlling this, me, myself, and it's going to be a little bit of work, but not a massive amount. And I think I've gotten used to doing this, so hopefully we got this. So what you want to do is first make sure you're on the front one, down, drive, switch, switch, down, keep driving. Let it do its thing, switch back to the front. Did I turn on swathing? Swathing is on, right? No, I think I don't have swathing turned on, which is stupid on me. Or does it automatically swat? No, it's just try. Yeah, I'm stupid. I did not turn it. Wait, where is it? It doesn't say where it is. Oh, wait, there it is. There it is. I was wondering because it looked weird. There it goes. Do you think if I go back over it, it'll push it back into a pile? I doubt it. That's fine, though. It's not the end of the world. Oh, wait. Is it up? Yeah. Up. Switch. Up. Switch. Switch. Line up the next one. Let's see. What else are you going to cut? Just leave them down. What else are you going to cut? I want to go ahead and get those next two fields, but we really need to save it for a forage wagon, a screw conveyor, and a silage compactor. That will be everything we need to get the business up and running. Wait, where did we turn off the? Oh, I was gonna say, did we turn off the thing? I don't think I did. Okay, put that down. Switch to the back. Let that do its thing. Drop it down. It's like this. Switch back to the front. I can turn that one off. I'm just saying you don't need to lift the mowers every pass. I just don't like cutting the grass on the edge and then having to deal with how that looks, which is the only reason I do it. Oh, and I messed up because I pulled that early. But yeah, that's the only reason I do that. And once I get into my rhythm of it, it's fairly easy, and I don't even think about it, because this is how I originally used to do this on my offline save. And so, because for me it's just two buttons. I flick down on the hat, so I just go here, flick down, up, down, and I just have that pattern sort of memorized by feel. And then the double is the one that I could probably get faster at it. I just haven't gotten faster at the double. But down, shoot. Now the problem is I feel like I'm gonna have to swath that back in, which we'll see, because there is some grass going into that other field, but we'll get to it when we get to it. Get here, down, up, down, up, up, bag up. It's almost like a Mortal Kombat combo. Because now I go here, down, drive a little bit, up, down. Oh, did it too late. I messed up the combo. How much RAM you go with on the new PC? 96. 248 gigabyte RAM sticks. Did the parts show? Everything but the, so I got everything on Tuesday except for the graphics card and the cooler for the CPU. And so everything is ready to go. I just need to, I can't put anything in this computer, because here's the thing, I got a whole new motherboard, processor, like everything, so I'm just really gonna just drag and drop. And so I think it's probably gonna take me 15 minutes. I genuinely believe it's gonna take, you got 5070 Ti. I think it's gonna take me probably 15 minutes to put everything in the computer. And then as far as diagnose the issues that might arise from me swapping over an entire motherboard, that might take me another 20 or 30 minutes, just anticipating potential issues. But it's nice. And I think the good part about this time of me getting the higher end stuff is that I won't need to upgrade for a while, because that's one thing I've constantly been doing, and I've had to like upgrade my computer like every 3 to 4 years, because I would never get the top end stuff. I would always get like upper mid, and then after like a year or two it's already, you know, dated. So now actually, I did not mean to detach that. Now actually being able to afford, or I guess spare the money, so either way, for the top of the line stuff, I don't want to say top of the line, but near it, I don't have to worry about that issue, which is nice for me. I'm going to detach, detach this. I'm gonna leave the front one on. Now, I don't need to pick this up, if I remember you saying correctly, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see. I'm thinking about upgrading a main board, power supply, and some RAM. That's another thing. I got a power supply. Oh, what power supply did you get? That is a great question. If I remember correctly, it was a platinum. Hold up. I can definitely text and drive at the same time. I can't. Wait. Okay, so we just did the grass. That's good. We don't need to worry about any of it. We need to fertilize, which we can do at some point in the future. The question is, do I need to worry about fertilizing right now? I mean, I have free fertilizer, so that's not going to really be an issue. Actually, okay, for first things first, forage wagon. Oh wait, okay, my brain's doing okay, first let me tell you the power supply that I got, because my brain is going everywhere but the direction it needs to go. So let me do one thing at a time. The power supply is, that's the wrong email. Power supply is Corsair HX 1500i, fully modular, ultra low noise ATX power supply. I actually enjoy the fully modular ones. I think mine that's in there is semi-modular, but the one I got is fully modular. Only thing I'd do differently if I could on your build would be a 3090 Ti. If it's less than 800 watts, send it back and get bigger. I'll say bigger is always better with power supplies. Always go bigger. It's better to have extra than not have enough. I just learned how much a power supply can bottleneck. Exactly, it bottlenecks the living crap out of it. And actually, I think that's sort of what's happening to my system a little bit now, because I have so many things plugged in that sometimes when I'm playing Car X, my screen sort of fizzles out a little bit. So I don't need a forge wagon just yet. But well, okay, how much would this cost if we were? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm just not gonna cover. If I do this, I don't have, it doesn't cover the silage pit, right? Let's see. I'm on a whoa, yeah, the 500 watt is definitely gonna bottleneck. And actually, the cool part is going from gold to platinum. Yes, it is gonna cost more. But with the advancements in technology, not a drastic amount more. But when I was looking up the efficiency ratings between gold and platinum, gold more than suffices. Platinum is just more consistent on a higher level, but it's not necessary. But yeah, 500 watts, yeah, it definitely bottlenecks. I think on my first iteration of, well, I wouldn't say this build because this is a different tower, but my last one, I learned that bottlenecking is huge. Gold is just as conductive as platinum. Yes, I think the only difference between the ratings is efficiency. So if I'm probably mistaken on this. I'm really probably mistaken on this. But if you're trying to be more energy efficient, I think. Hold up, let me just Google it, because I remember looking up the difference between them and being like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's neat. Difference. I cannot see where I'm going. Okay, that section is good. I'm gonna clean up the edges that I messed up real quick, and then. But yeah, they all like push through the same amount of energy. That's never gonna be an issue. I think it's just an efficiency thing. Hold up, let me just get as much of this as possible. Also, the pickup width is huge. Let's see, difference between gold and platinum power supply. Let's see, gold power supplies typically are 87% to 90% efficient, while platinum power supplies are more efficient, often ranging from 90 to 94%. The higher efficiency in platinum units translates to lower energy consumption, reduced heat output, and potentially quieter operation due to reduced fan speeds. So you're really just doing it just for efficiency. That's the main gist of it. It's just for efficiency. So lower fan speeds, probably not as hot. That's it. And it's, here's the thing, I didn't even look up a video, but it's probably negligible. Like as far as, let's say, the volume level or whatever the case may be, it's probably negligible and you probably don't even notice it. I'm gonna try to clean up this section on this end because I know that we had some stragglers of grass. Yeah, that started getting really close to another field. Hopefully it'll let us pick this up. Hopefully. Oh yes, it does. Now this section, it might not. Of course not. Okay, don't worry. We're gonna try to finagle that section. We're gonna try to finagle it. Okay, let us pick up that part. Okay, so we really just need to finagle this. So as long as we can stay on the field. Ah. It might just end up being one of those things that I just leave there. Are you a fancy case guy or just a basic black? Basic black. Mine has a window on it. Like that's pretty much the only thing as far as fancy that I will do is I like to have a side panel, because now here's the weird part. I feel like PC components have gotten so weird that now, like, everything, I'm probably gonna get this forage wagon. The fact that this thing is not full yet is baffling to me. But like, let's see, I've got all the RGBs and I've got them turned off. That's the thing. That's my thing. I don't care about RGBs, and so many people do, and I'm just like, I couldn't be bothered. I just don't care. I don't turn them off. And that's another thing. I don't turn them off because I don't even go through the effort of trying to figure out how to do so. I think if I remember correctly, I do know how to do so. I just don't go through the effort of doing it. And like, for example, my PC, when I'm sitting at my desk, it's down by my calves. It's like to the right of my right calf. So I can't see it. Nobody can see it. Like, unless you're really coming in and looking under there, oh, there it is, you're not gonna, like, especially when the lights are off, you can see it. You can see the pretty lights and everything, and it's neat and interesting. Someone got a new car. I think it's a kid, because they've been revving theirs for like the past 2 days. But I don't blame them. Be young. Let's see. Mine's got a little button on the outside, and if you hold it for 2 seconds, it shuts them off. Okay, mine does not do that. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Your case itself has RGBs. Yes, my last case did. Like, I installed it, but this one, I'm like, I just could not be bothered. Especially since now, or at least the one that I had, the fan for my graphics card has RGB on it, and the RAM sticks also have RGB on it. Why? I don't know. People just love RGB, I guess. I mean, it does add a little bit of personalization to it, but it's almost to the point to where it's, come on, can we finagle this? Oh, we might be able to. Oh, we got him. Yeah, we were doing so good. I'm gonna keep trying to finagle this because I'm stubborn. Yes! Did we get, there's no way. Woohoo! We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I still would like the bigger forward wagon, but for one field, this is doing nice. I guess it's doing good work. And it holds a decent amount. We don't have to keep backing up and stuff. I think you can also put a silage tank on this if you really wanted to. So this is working. Let's see. It's kind of mesmerizing. That is true. Mine has 3 fans on the front and 2 on the CPU cooler, and 1 on the back with RGB. It does rainbows, which is fun. Mine does rainbows as well. Like, both of mine do rainbows. I don't know if they're synced or not. I doubt that they are. Which is also weird. I'm wondering, like, if you turn off RGB, are they more efficient? Do they move faster? Like, I don't know. In my head, I would assume they would, because, you know, it just makes sense. But that doesn't, just because it makes sense doesn't mean that's how it works. Let's see, my computer, I should know this because I just looked at the fans, I think last week. Yeah, last week. It was last Tuesday, I think, that I looked at them. So I should know this, but I don't. I'm not going to cover this up. I'm just going to... Wait. Why won't it let me drop this? What? Hold up. 1 second. It's not letting me... It's not letting me drop this. It says unload here. I'm pressing that button. It's just not allowing me to. Hold up. I think I've seen this before. If I do this, back up, go here. What? It's not unloading. What? I don't know how to, I don't know why this isn't working. Like, I feel like it should be working. How do you dust in your case? I have an air duster that I use, and to be honest, I don't mind dust being in my case, again, because I don't see it. It's like out of sight, out of mind. And actually, no, it's not like it is. It's just out of sight, out of mind. But when I do think about it and I go in and dust, as long as the dust isn't, I just spit on myself somehow. It's that weird gland that causes you to, anyway, as long as the dust is like out of sight, out of mind, I don't, as long as it's not caked, is what I meant to say. Okay, I don't understand why it isn't allowing me to dump this stuff. I feel like it should, considering this is indeed grass. I was pressing the buttons. Also, I need to adjust these in coding, which I can do. So I set the Z to -127, which is what I was supposed to. I did set that. You know, these are rotational, so this is fine. But there's one of these. Which one controls? That was the one that controls throttle, which I would assume would be this one. But probably wrong on that note. It doesn't even really matter. Question is, why can't I unload the stuff? It's even telling me 11, which I am pressing, but it's just not giving me that option. Oh, there it is. Dump on ground, 11, or unload, which is 9. I put my shop vac on the rear fan, then blow in all the vents, then blow all the vents in the fan. That works too. I don't have, well, I have a shop vac. It's just nowhere near my room, so I don't even bother. I don't. Okay, this is not working for some reason. So I'm gonna drop it right here. See if that works. It's not even allowing me to drop it right here. Why is this not working? Like it just refuses to. Okay, let me try something else. I think I've only had this issue like one other time ever, where the thing just would not dump the stuff, but I feel like it should. Now it should work. Nope. Okay, let me. Okay, hold up. Maybe it's broken on my thing. So I'm going to. Don't even know why the Arduino has a thing. It shouldn't. Doesn't need a thing. Make sure there's nothing. Okay, so there's nothing in there for the Arduino. Okay, 11 is also for employment. Maybe that is causing the issue. I think that could be it. I'm going to turn that to that. And we'll see if that's it. But even still, I'm going to try to find the keyboard setting, which is... Where is the thing? Okay, there it is. So the keyboard setting, if this doesn't work, is going to be control, I think that's I, control I, or just I. Okay, so I is how we do that. Yes, that's exactly what it was. The employment thing was messing it up. Fixed it. I'm just gonna dump it all right there. I mean, there's no need to compact it because I'm not going to do anything with it right now. Oh, whoops, forgot we're facing the wrong way. Eat. Turn this way. I'll go this way. It's March, so we should have fertilizing contracts, right? Not worth the dang, but we got them, I guess. The only reason I mentioned that is because I kind of want to fertilize this field as well. I think that would be pretty useful. So we can go ahead and fertilize this field and any other field. What's up, Nikolai? How are you? Hope you're doing well. What is today? Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. I almost said Thursday, but that's not how that works. I really like this forge wagon. It doesn't hold a massive amount, but it holds enough, I think. Like, it holds 16.1 versus this one, which, let's see, 16.1 times 2 is 32, times 3 is 48. So the other one holds, okay, what I thought, 4 times as much. What map is this? This is Gnadenthal. Gnadenthal. It's based off of Canada, the city in Canada. Or actually, I don't think, Lloyd, you can correct me on this, I don't think it's a city, I think it's called a province. I think. I might be wrong. I don't think Canada says cities for real. Well, no. Yes, they do. Provinces are like states, I think it is how it, no, territories. Territories are like states, provinces are like cities. Gotcha, I'm new here. I figured. Welcome in. If you like, if you want to subscribe, or subscribble. Do as you wish. Just sit back and have some fun. Nope. What did I get wrong? What did I get wrong? What did I get wrong? I thought territories was the thing. Hey, it's Hash. Finally reached one of your streams. How are you, Hash? Long time no see. Swing through. Let's see. Provinces and territories are your states. Oh, so they're both states. We have cities. Okay. Cities and suburbs. Okay. In ghettos. Oh, every place has ghettos. Heck, every state in America has ghettos. Well, maybe not Maine. Well, actually, I don't know. Maine probably does. Have y'all played on the regular maps? Yes, I have played. Okay, well, I played on 3 out of the 4. I guess it depends on what you count as regular. I've played on Riverbend. I've played on Pantai the most, the Asian map. I didn't play I think it's German. I didn't play that map at all. I haven't even been, I don't even know what it looks like. And then I played Silver Run Forest. Which Silver Run Forest, I'm not sure if that's free for everybody or if that's just because I have the year 1 expansion pass. Actually, I think that's probably what it is. I have the year 1 expansion pass, so that's probably the reason why. But yeah. How do I return this? Here we go. Go ahead and return that. Glad it was cheap. Do we have any fertilizing contracts? We have a few. None really worth our time, but we're just actually going to go ahead and accept these. They're not really worth it, but we're gonna accept them anyway. And the reason I'm accepting them, not borrowing, is because I already have a tractor, so we're just going to use this tractor. And then I am going to lease a fertilizer spreader so that way I can use it on my field. Beep. Wee. That's a whole lot of money. Let's see, what did I miss? We have 2 territories, and it's more like it's so north, nobody lives up there. That's Eskimo land. Hey Hash, hey Nikolai. Yee? What is Yee question mark for? My brain's thinking either Yee or Yay like Kanye, but I think both are probably wrong. Maybe that's a yes. And you're saying yes in a question mark thing. Like if your parent were to call you for some reason, you're like, yes, but then they keep shouting her name, so you have to get up. Which I hope I don't do that if I'm a parent. I hope that if I'm a parent, I shout their name, but I would at least yell what's the reason I'm shouting for their name, like I'm shouting for their attention. Because Bloody said, hey Hash, and you go, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Now, can we do this all in one pass? I don't think we can. I don't think that's possible. Let me get off of that HUD. Go here. Let's go here. Perfect. Turn that on. Actually, let me turn back on the HUD for a second because I need to make sure the nitrogen level is good. It should be set to auto, I think. No, it's not. No values detected, but it is on auto. So okay, so it should be fine. Okay, so yeah, it should do everything on its own. I just have to do the driving. Okay, and spread. Look at that. And if you see, well, you guys probably can't see the mini map because my big head's in the way. But yeah, you guys probably can't see it because my big head's in the way. But it's turning to a nice green, which is good. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, it is. Do you like the AI in this game? Loaded question. When it comes to simple task, I love the AI. They're great. When it comes to let's see, how do I switch this? There it goes. Need to check something real quick over here. Is still not? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna recheck this end just real quick. Yeah, I knew it didn't get this end, or maybe it did. But when it comes to any root crops, I hate the AI. The AI sucks with potatoes, it sucks with sugar beets, it sucks with parsnips, carrots. No, the AI, because it's a two-man job. But let's see, I could freehand this, I think. Yeah, I'll just freehand it. Now, why is this end just so much darker? Oh, no, it's that end because of the different soil type. I almost forgot. Almost forgot. And that should be all she wrote for this end. I would like to fix the other end, but let's see. I like the AI in this game. I like people with special abilities. IRL, they make you smile because you're so much better than them. That's so much hate. I'm pretty sure that's a joke. Yeah, that's a joke. I'm pretty sure to traffic AI. Oh, traffic AI is abysmal. I had to turn them off. Well, I turned it off on this map specifically because this map has a an ice cream man truck that goes around and makes noise, and I just don't want to hear it. I can't figure it out how to set it without they go halfway on the field. Wait, hold up, let me read Hash's thing real quick. Yo Octa, do you want game recommendations? For sure, especially if you're in, actually I think you're not in the Discord, but especially if you're in the Discord, if you have any game suggestions or feedback, I think there's a channel for it, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I will be playing Battlefield 6 here in the coming days. Hopefully tomorrow I can start playing. And I think I'm gonna play that later at night, or I don't know, I still haven't decided that. But excuse me. Hold up, let me turn this up real quick. There it goes. On to the next field. Down there, left and right. Got it. But yeah, any game recommendations, I'll definitely hear them out. Now here's the thing, just because you give me the recommendation doesn't mean I'm going to play it, or just because you give me the game recommendation doesn't mean I'm not going to like tell you what I think about it. For example, I think no, I don't think it was you. I think it was JRL. You and JRL and Bluey both like Red Dead 2. I don't like it. Well, it's not even that. I think my main reason for hating it is, again, the dialogue is just too long for me. And from a streaming standpoint, I feel like I spend more of the time listening to the dialogue than actually playing the game. And I just, I'd rather play like, I don't want to listen to the dialogue that much, but I kind of have to. And that's my issue with Red Dead 2. I don't think I've gotten past chapter 2 in the game, but see, I'm back and didn't hear anything like 30 seconds ago. I've never played it, but I totally played Red Dead 2. So it seems like a fun game. Actually, I can't say it seems. It is a fun game. It's just from a streaming aspect and playing it on stream for everybody, I can't. And because of that, I'm not gonna play it at all. But there's just so much talking, and I'm just like, I just want to play the game. I want to enjoy the game, not listening to people talk. Let's see, what's the size that I need for this? Okay, so not that size. Is it this size? It's not 36. Is it this size? It's not that size. Is it 21? It's not. Wow, it's not that size. What about this size? Really? What about that size? You're pulling my leg here. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Let's see, does that look about 21 meters across? Probably not, but who cares? It's definitely not. We can go a little bit wider, actually. Beep, 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 beep. 30. Yep, 30's it. 30's it. It doesn't get the entire field because I'm a goober, but it gets most of it. It gets most of it. And most of it is what we need. And then crank it down to 15 for the edges. And then you just drive like this. I'm also getting some on the field to my left here. No more fertilizer for them. Okay, that's 96%. Wait. What did I miss? If yes, neither do I. Do you currently have a loan? Oof. Let me check. First, let me make sure I didn't miss too much of the chat. I have it. My understanding is that you don't like story games. It's not that I don't like story games. It's the conversation. Like, I played Skyrim, and I will listen to the dialogue in Skyrim. But in Red Dead, the dialogue is just so long-winded, and I listen to it. It's just like, the problem is, if I'm only playing the stream for 2 hours and I'm listening to the dialogue, about a fourth of the stream is dialogue, and then another fourth of the stream is me riding my horse to locations because I haven't unlocked fast travel yet. And so I'm like, only half of the stream is me actually playing the game or doing something, and that's the only reason why. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't typically play story games because there's not a lot of replay value. So that's the reason why I don't play story games personally often, and I prefer multiplayer games, especially first-person shooters, because at least that way I get to compete against other people. Let's see. Wait, doesn't the chat have commands like flex or something? It does. I think it does. It should. Yes, it does. Remember that you can see the commands. I like how it's I'm pretty sure there's a meme going around. If you skip the cutscene, you get TP to a random game. Let's see, versus this, where 100% of it is you're driving back and forth. Yes, driving back and forth, but yeah, like, I'm doing all the work. Like everything is me, everything is conversations. Like also when I'm playing a story game, especially if I'm trying to stream the story game like Red Dead 2, I'm thinking people actually want to hear them conversate and like talk or whatever. So I'm not talking over them a massive amount. Like I'm talking over them a little just because I want to include like my own 2 cents every now and again. But for the most part, I'm not talking over them. I'm like chirping in here and there, but I'm not talking the entire time they're talking. But hashtag you're just hashtag exclamation point, you're just making your own. What the heck, how did I get stuck on this? Really? You know what, I'm not gonna even bother. Actually, well no, because if I fly through the map, I'm not gonna be happy. We're just gonna teleport that. Yep, we're just gonna teleport that, especially since the shop is right by our house. We'll just go pick it up. Maybe I should turn on my stupid lights so I can see where I'm going. Let's see. This is more than that, bruh. Wiener dog. I got over 1,000 hours in this game. I'm joking. I was like, yeah, Blowy has way too much time on his hand, and like especially when it comes to like expertise on like how to use certain things, Blowy is the expert on that. He's put a lot of time into this game. Me on the other hand, not so much. Go ahead and get this field in one go. Let's see. Fun fact, I have 500 hours in FS22. I doubt I have even that much. Yeah, you probably got friends and stuff. Are you talking about me? Let's see. Okay, so that's those 2 contracts done. Not really worth the money, but considering considering a little bit we can do. Actually, heck, it doesn't even cover the cost to lease this fertilizer. But I'm not going to return this fertilizer because I'm going to need it for the next day. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold on to the fertilizer. Let's see, so technically I think we're out money right now, I think. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, well, it's counting 2 vehicle lease costs. If we can make up that difference next month, I'll consider it, yay, like a positive. Let me turn off that. If yes, I had a friend I would play with, but his ping was too big and we couldn't fix it. I remember that. Good person to play Battlefield Vietnam with. That's why let's see, Hash says that's why I only got to 500 hours, probably higher if my friend didn't have ping. Call him General High Ping. That honestly sounds like a good name. Yo, Octa, I got a game for you called Motor Town. You know, you're the second. I think Blowy recommended that exact same thing to me. I think. Blowy, didn't you say Motor Town before, or am I mistaken? I thought you did. Yeah. I'm gonna have to look into that more because I keep forgetting to do so. Actually, let me just write it down, because that's what I'm realizing after stream. It's like if I don't write stuff, oh darn it, if I don't write stuff down, I'm gonna forget. Turn this off. Motor Town. Got it. Ow. That hurt. Let me turn off these lights. Okay. So this has been... pH is bad. Uh-oh. Wait. What controls pH? Lime. Lime controls pH. Oh, wait. No, I don't have lime. Here's what I'm gonna do, actually, real quick for the next month. Thank you. Yeah. So... I'm going to drop off this fertilizer. Let's see, I actually have demos. I'm not saying that demos should be mandatory, but if your game can do it, like if you're a developer and you can, go ahead and add a demo. Add a demo, because especially if it's a game where people can get hooked into it, like Balatro, I feel like should have a demo. But I feel like one of those games that it's blown up so much because it's available on your phone that people are playing it regardless. I can't put I can't put lime in this. Oh, darn it. Oh, darn it. You know what? How is my yield affected right now? Right? Like if I don't put lime down, what is our yield? Oh, it's not gonna. Oh, because we haven't. Okay, because we haven't fast forward. Okay. Let me turn off these lights. All of the lights. Lights. Okay, can I apply for this job now? Or I've worked there 1 year. I don't know how that works. Anywho, I'll buy when I get paid next. I would recommend you get the entire game. I don't know about you, but for me it's kind of expensive, but I don't know your currency. Do you want a guide from me? Basically, money-making machine for the game. Okay, how do you apply? I'm qualified. I'm qualified. I've worked a year in 3 months actually. How do we? Hold up, maybe it needs to be daytime. So I'm gonna go back to the house. I'm just asleep. Go back to the house. We're gonna spin around. House is so dark. I need to put lights on my field. That's one thing I'm always terrible with. I don't put lights on my field. Wait, does it show me my yield if I were to step on this? Of course not, because the grass is not grown yet. Okay. We're gonna walk in the house. We're gonna walk in the house right here. We're gonna walk in the house right here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the button right here. Oh, you have to have a different stinking button? You blundering chicken. Okay, so we gotta have a different button to activate that control. Oh, bother. Oh, bother. Controls. Go all the way down to the employment section. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay, so we gotta have one for education, one for thing. I don't know what button I want to use. This beat is very vital. To rock around. Here we go. Ooh, okay. Idea. I could use the hi-hats. No, that's a terrible idea. Huh. I doubt I've used all of my numpad, so let me check my numpad stuff. 6 0 6 0 1 9 5 2. So I haven't used 3 yet? Really? That can't be right. I haven't used 3? There's no way. I mean, American Truck Simulator, I have my numpad buttons like dialed in, but yeah, apparently on here, I haven't used 3. I haven't used 4. I haven't used 7 or 8. All right. No question from me. I'm not gonna. Okay, we'll go down here. We'll change. My eye. Something in my eye. Ah. Ah. Legally blind. Help me, Papa. Wait, it should be towards here, shouldn't it? Should be towards the bottom. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I'll change this one to 4. Oh, I'm a freaking idiot. That is not what I meant to do. Okay, here's what here. Okay, hit this. Backspace. Okay, go here. Here, backspace. Go over. We're going to hit here. 3. Let's see, this key is used for several actions like fast. Oh, that's why. Okay, so I can't use that one. So let's try 4. Perfect. Okay, so 4 is not used. Actually, let's just go straight to 7 or 8. I don't think 7 or 8 are used for anything. Switch next. Of course, that's, yeah, I'm an idiot. I don't know why I didn't remember that one. Of course, that's toggle tip side. Okay, so we'll just use the ones that we have. 4 for employment and 12 for education. Bam. What? Wait, employment was remapped to... Oh, it's just telling me the last things. Okay. Beep, beep, beep. All right. Sorry, that was a lot. If you're on Discord, send it to me. I want to build race cars. Mess Octa, but no. But if you're just starting out, I wouldn't go to Jeju Island. South. I don't even know what we're talking about. Oh, you guys must be talking about the game. We'll do 10:30. Hopefully we have some jobs we can do. Contract. No fertilizing. Really? I leased that thing expecting fertilizing jobs. Oh, bother. Oh, bother. I have made a faux pas. I have made a faux pas. Hey, bother. No fertilizing contracts. Yeah, bother. What, do they reset every month or something? Actually, sounds plausible. Okay, I'm not gonna even worry about putting stuff on the field if you can't tell me how it's gonna affect my yield. If it doesn't affect my yield, then I don't care necessarily. So I'm not gonna worry about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's affecting my precision farming score. Actually, whoa, my precision farming score is at 100. I don't know how that works. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a picture of that. Go ahead and just take a little screenshot before I lose this. Yeah, so I can say, hey, I got to 100. Don't know how, but I got there. We still don't have any. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Find my vehicle. This is empty. All right. Here's the thing. I don't want to return this and then me end up needing it. So as much as I would like to return it, I'm not gonna. Hold up. Like, as much as I would like to return it, I'm sort of banking on next, like, sometime this month having, well, the fertilizing contracts. I'm really gonna have to look into that game because I don't know half of what you guys are talking about. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm being a terrible streamer because I'm like ignoring every single one about Motortown because I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Sorry. It is what it is. We're about to get our next degree, which is nice. Agua. Oh, the vehicle leasing cost. It has to be a way to refresh contracts and stuff, because there are certain, wait, not multiplayer, there are certain contracts I just do not care for. Dude, Hash is legit giving a full-blown in-game guide to chat. Contract, like I don't want more money, I just want to be able to, wait, what is that? Contractor, that's not what I'm looking for. I was just looking for like contracts in general. Oh, I see. I think I see what happened. I did contracts, and because I'm on crossplay, show all mods. Now when I do contracts, watch. Oh, voila, that's what it is. Okay. Refresh contracts. Here it is. This mod enables to refresh the list of contracts proposed if you're not satisfied with the current list by clicking on a button in the contracts panel. This prevents the need to reload a save game several times. Okay, because that's exactly what I was about to do. But with this, I feel like that is a decent mod. Okay, I think it's done downloading already. Probably because this one is like, even though it is a mod, it's more of a script than anything. Similar to the horses. I'm not sure if you guys, yeah, the horse care manager. It's just a script. I have it, but it's really just a script. More than anything. Where is it? Here it is. Where it is. What's up? Oh, you're gonna let him process that now? You've been giving him a book to read, now you want to let him process something? If you don't get the materials you need, or you can get anything, I'll let him process that for a while. And also you can do contracts in game, and that makes you big money. Oh no, that's it. I'm trying to do contracts in game. I need them refreshed because I have the material to do what are they called, fertilizing contracts, but the contracts just aren't refreshing. Okay, see, now we have this fertilizing contract. Again, not a lot. Can I, okay, if I refresh, oh, it just refreshes all of them. Okay, well, might as well accept what we can, right? I just need to do as many fertilizing contracts as I can so we can rack up some money. I mean, this isn't going to be a load of money by any stretch of the imagination, but something's better than nothing, right? Maybe. We'll grab that little bit. Grab this little bit. But also you can do contracts in game that makes you big money, but I would recommend watching a guide first because you need to make a company and stuff. Well, I turned Octa's chat to a guide. Yeah, you really did. You really did. I don't mind. I don't mind. It would be one thing if there was a lot of people chatting and whatnot, but since there's not a massive amount, it's not a massive problem to me. Let's see. Okay, while this is cruising down the road, I am going to check to see if there are other contracts. Now, if I refresh while holding a contract, does that do something? We can't refresh while we're holding. Okay. Or at least that's what I think it's doing. Okay, so let's see. We need to go down, hit the right, and it's going to be about halfway down on my left. Yeet. Okay, and the fact that I can also read a map like that is interesting. I feel like it's a good spatial awareness skill that I've developed over the years. I say skill and I say developed over the years, it doesn't really matter. But what I mean is the fact that even though our arrow was going south, I knew that, hey, I need to turn right and that the field would be on my left. And I think the only reason I know that is from driving in a car with a GPS. You get used to sort of understanding, you know, left, right, whatever. North and south is always easy. I'm gonna be honest though, sometimes I hesitate. If, like, for example, I would say, hey, I'm south and I need to turn, you know, I will sometimes hesitate on what that's called. Oh wait, what? Oh, I'll sometimes hesitate on what it's called, whether that be west or east, which I shouldn't, but I'm gonna be honest, I do. Okay, that one's done. Go ahead and turn that in and refresh contracts. I guess I could just hit L3. Give me new contracts, man, come on. Or wait, do I click on it and just refresh the particular contract? I don't think so. I have a plow, and so I can just go ahead and just plow this, which I will probably do. I know weeding is also fast. I'm gonna accept that contract. Let's see, are you in a different map? Doesn't like Penta. It's not. This is Gnadenthal, Gnadenthal. It's a Canadian map, but it's a modded map. It's a map that's been created. I say modded, it's a map that was created. But I like it, I really do. And especially since this is supposed to be like my extreme playthrough. Let's see. Oh, so you made a new save. Yes. And because of the way this one is this the turn? Yeah, this is the turn. Because this is supposed to be my extreme save, I had to start from 0. I'm also playing with precision farming, which I'm gonna be honest, I feel like as long as I'm doing grass, I'm gonna do fine. It's when I start needing to do crops, like bigger crops, that I think I'm gonna have an issue. Because at least with these tires, I don't have to worry about you know, certain, what's the word I'm looking for, crops. I don't have to worry about running over certain crops and crushing them. But if once I do get to that point, I will have to be careful, in which case root crops may be better, maybe not sure. But for now, let me go ahead and drop this on the outside. We're going to go over here. I think below he left. He probably stepped away for a second. Everybody does every once in a while. Uh-oh, did not mean to run into that. He probably got overwhelmed by your by the amount of information you were sharing with that guide. Cool, I'm glad this sort of just phases through. Okay, we are going to go ahead and use this, so we're gonna head down. Actually, I don't think we need to head down. I did not need to head down. Just need to head this way. I doubt we'll actually be able to get across these fields in a fast enough speed now, but it's fine. We'll rock it. Do 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 do. Okay, no, that's deep water. That is deep water. Is there a spot that I can cross? Don't think that there is, because that is deep water, I think. I'm gonna check real quick, but it looks pretty deep. It looks pretty deep. Oh, it's actually not. I should be able to drive across that, especially with these tires. I should be able to just drive across. Oh yeah. See, that's how I want the Louisiana map to be, which, by the way, there was an update to that map, and I'm willing to bet that is one of the things that Oh yeah, water physics. Yeah, yeah. This is FS25, baby. We got water physics. We got that water physics, baby. And the steering assist. That's also nice. Yeah, if you're still at FS22, FS25 is definitely an upgrade. See, my PC would either sound like the tractor or explode, and that's also understandable. I will say the game runs pretty well. I will say things that I've done to make it run better, because I remember this stuff when I started playing FS22, is once you get in the game, go to your settings, go to your display, lock the frames to 60 frames per second, because this is a tractor game. This isn't like Battlefield or Call of Duty or Halo where you need every single frame. Like 60 frames per second is enough. Heck, you can probably lower it to like 45 or maybe 30. 30 is probably pushing it, but you can lower the frames per second to get a better like experience. Your computer isn't like burning up trying to, you know, play the game and whatnot. But that, as well as turn a lot of the settings down. See, what's your PC specs? I forgot my CPU, but I'm in a GT 630. So my current PC specs, AMD Ryzen 9 3900 for the CPU. For the graphics card, I think it's a GeForce 3060 if I remember, but I did just order new parts. You missed me and Blowy talk about that earlier. I ordered new computer parts, which are supposed to be here. The last two pieces supposed to be here tomorrow, and so I'm going to a AMD Ryzen 9. I think it's an AMD Ryzen 9 9350 X3D. The graphics card is a 5060 Ti, which I actually found out today what all the numbers mean. The 50 just means 5th generation, unlike the 30. Like if I had a 3060 and a 5060, it's just differences in generations. And then the last two digits typically indicate the tier. So like I'm currently running a 3060, all things held equal, like assuming the generations are the same. If I would have got a 5060, again holding the generations the same, which they're not, but pretending like they did, I would be getting the same performance. Again, they're not, but instead I'm actually going up a tier to the 70. I actually just watched a stream, Meta PCs, and they were building a PC, and someone asked what's the most expensive part that you have, and they pulled out a 5090, and I think the person said it cost like $3,000, which is insane. But I do understand graphics cards are expensive. Let's see, GPU alone costs like double my PC, most likely does. I'm kind of super PC builders hate the 50 gen. Howdy, 4090s are better, lol. They are. I do understand that the 90s are definitely better, because apparently the 5090 has less VRAM than some GPUs last gen, and I've heard that as well. But yeah, I just went ahead and got the 5070 Ti. The only reason I got the 50s is because it was 5th gen. Well, like once I realized what the things was, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and get. I mean, I don't think the generations matter, but my whole thought process with this was I need something that's going to last, because typically I upgrade parts to my computer like every 3 to 4 years, and I rather stretch this PC out for like 5+. And I don't upgrade parts because the parts fail. I upgrade them just because stuff starts to get dated, and it's typically because I will get like low mid tier or whatever by the time I'm buying it, and then years go by and it's already dated. Plus I'm streaming, so this is like an investment stuff. That's the excuse I'm using. So paid like 2,500 for all the parts and stuff, and I'll be putting those together tomorrow. Let's see. I have a 4080. They are artificial frame generations and not as powerful as 40 series. Tomato. I don't really care that much. Here's the thing. No matter what, I'm still coming out a win in my opinion, only because currently I'm using a 3060. So going up to a 40 or a 50, I'm still improving. Even though, like, say the 40s are better than the 50s, I'm still going, like, I think we could all agree they're still better than the 30s. So I'm still coming out on top. So I'm just like, hey, it is what it is. And again, I was just going for I want this computer to last a while, because I mean, if I'm paying 2,500 bucks, I kind of want to stretch it out for a while. And that's typically how I've run with everything as far as my investments, because my thing is, if it's 2,500, to rationalize it in my brain, this computer needs to last me 5 years, so at least that way it's 500 every year. Is that realistic? In the sense that, like, console gaming, you don't have to pay 500 every month. So it's not like, the rationalization is still terrible, but considering I like to stream VR, a bunch of other stuff, whatever I gotta do to rationalize it. PC gaming is my golf clubs, actually. I think that's the best way of explaining it. Let's see, do y'all know about the RTX 6000? I didn't know that was a thing. PC gaming, let's see, every couple years. Yeah, I mean, they evolve that is 100% the case. Actually, my first ever built PC was from a probably dated Jack Frags video, and he like listed all the parts or whatever, and I remember going in and ordering pretty much all those parts from Newegg and playing, and I was like, man, this is awesome. My first ever PC, and I built it with my dad. Great experience. I'm gonna pour some hot water with an entire kettle. Okay. But I remember building that PC, having fun. It was awesome. I think that PC lasted me 2 or 3 years before I started upgrading parts. Maybe 3 or 4. I can't remember, because I know I think I started playing it in high school. I think I started playing PCs in high school. Or was that college? I know for a fact I had my PC in college. It had to be in high school. It had to be in high school, because I remember playing it the summer I went to college, which means I built it before then. So yes, I had it in high school. Let's see. Okay, back. Do you know the greatest technician that ever lived? I'm gonna be honest, I have trouble conceptualizing what a technician is, because in my brain, like, there's multiple different types of technicians, so I don't really know what type of technician we're talking about. But context: putting hot water with a kettle full of water into some oatmeal. What? Let's see. Okay, context: putting hot water with a kettle full of water into some oatmeal. Okay, so that's the context. Okay, that's the context. So the best technician, and all they did was put hot water in some oatmeal. Even if I knew this person, I don't think I would know their name. But the person who invented oatmeal, I guess. Agua. Crap, I'm out of water. Well, I'm out of carbonated water. Well, I could turn this thing on, but it's gonna make a lot of noise, and I don't want to make a lot of noise, so. I mean, I could mute my mic, but I need regular water anyway. Regular agua. Let's see. Let's see. No. Wait. Because I said BRB, I said for context, I said BRB because I did that and that. Context to what you did when you okay, I see what you're saying. You're adding context to what you said when you left. When you said you were leaving to go put some hot water, you went to go put hot water in oatmeal. And the greatest technician, are you trying to say yourself? If you're trying to connect the two, are you trying to say yourself? And if you're not trying to connect the two, I have no idea. See, the greatest technician that's ever lived does computer stuff. Ooh, okay. Well, when I was studying computer science, there's a lady who I think, did she create the binaries? No, she did not. Wait, did she? I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me. But I want to say there's this lady that there's all I can't remember her name, but all the thing that's running in my head is this lady, that lady. Like there's a lady that I'm thinking. I don't know her name. Well, okay, I should know her name because it was said like 4 or 5 times. Well, that's about it. It was only said about 4 or 5 times, and it wasn't on my test. So, let's see. That's just his other name, by the way. His real name is Salem Tech Spots or Sports. I don't. What? Is this dude on YouTube? Or is he dead? Rest in peace if he is. I'm not gonna lie, this plow makes short work of this field. And we're gonna get, what, 12K for this? We need to save a lot of money. I was hoping we would have actual things. So that refresh contracts is not working as great as I would like. I mean, it worked a little bit, but it's not working. Again, maybe it's like a refresh once a day type thing. I don't know. Turn, you bloody contraption. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So he is. Okay. Makes a lot of shorts and makes mom jokes all the time. Like every 5 seconds, there's a mom joke. And who's this? Salem Tech Sports or Tech Spots, whoever it is. It's probably Tech Spots, if I had to guess. At the time that I started go to my PC, I think I was watching Linus Tech Tips a lot. I've stopped watching him. Not anything like he did. It's just I don't really need the information. I mean, he does do some cool tech reviews every now and then. But typically I was watching him just for the information as far as computers and stuff. Now that I have a general understanding of how PCs work, I'm okay. Actually, which brings me to a question earlier, because the new guy, whose name I forgot that fast, I would have to scroll up to see it. He mentioned the 4090. How much is a 4090 graphics card? Oh, they're not that expensive. I mean, they're expensive, but they're not that expensive. I mean, they're expensive. Hold up, are these refurbished or? Because they were saying about $700. Oh wait, no, this is pulling up a 5070. That's not what I typed in 4090. This thing pulls up a 5070. And it says $700. Oh no, I typed in 4090. It's pulling up 5070s. Oh, a 4090 is $2,600. Okay. You're watching it, of course. My phone I was just looking. The guy who was talking earlier, whose name I forget because I forgot to ask him. I think I forgot to ask him how he was doing too. I missed that opportunity. But he mentioned 4090s really good, and I had to remember what I've learned with graphics cards, and that 90 is like top tier, right? And so, oh, there he is. Yeah. A 4090 is $2,600. That's more than my entire PC build, like that I just, well, okay, not entire PC build, but the parts that I've ordered to update this computer. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting a 4090. I wonder how much a 4080 costs. And actually, that's kind of cool to know, because what that means is that as far as like pricing with graphics cards, the first two digits don't matter a massive amount. That's just the generation. The part you need to focus on, the last two digits, that's where your price is going to be. They're the best price, and they are scalping the price. Yeah, I'm not paying $2,600 for that. That's let's see, how much is a 4080? Because I got a 7. I've ordered, well, it's actually downstairs, so I have a 5070 Ti 4080, about 1,000. You know, I should just go to Newegg where stuff is more consistent. Not 1,000, about 850. Okay. Hold up, is this one a 4080 as well? Bro, can we stop pulling at 5070s? I understand. Believe me, I understand you guys are trying to stop pulling, bro. Okay, I want you, okay, I'm not sure if you guys can see this. I can't really see myself because I don't have it pulled up on the other thing. But I typed in 4080 graphics cards, and every time I click on something, it's 5070s. I don't really care because I'm not buying it. I'm just saying. Oh no, they're about 1,000. Yes, 48 is about 1,000. So the fact that I got a 5070, that's not bad. Not bad. Oh wait, how do I fold this again? I forgot. Crap. Here we go. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure on the benchmarks performance per dollar, the 49 is good. I would hope the frick so. If I'm paying thousands of dollars just for, and which sounds believable, because the live stream I was watching on TikTok earlier, I think they're called Meta PCs, and they were building PCs. Someone asked, what's the most expensive part you got? The dude pulls out a 5090, and he said it was $3 grand for it. So if I'm paying near $3 grand for a 90, it better be freaking good. So $3 grand for a 90, about 1,000 for an 80, and I paid about, I don't remember how much I paid for the 70, but I have a 70 Ti. I'm pretty sure how much VRAM in the 5070 Ti. Let me check. Hopefully I can do this while driving. Hopefully, actually, hold on. Let me get this contract. I'm about to crash, aren't I? Let me get this contract settled. Can we refresh? How do we, is this refreshing? And the contracts are not refreshing. Maybe it's 1 day months that forces them to refresh, because it is not. They are not refreshing. I'm guessing 2. LOL. JK, I forgot. I don't really catch up with PC stuff. I just get info by ZTT. I just started getting back into keeping up with PC stuff because I had to order PC parts. Let's see. Don't crash. Let's see, the 5070 Ti. I'm gonna be honest, I don't 100% know what VRAM is, but it says 16 gigabyte 256 bits. So I would assume 16 gigabytes is the VRAM. I'm assuming, because VRAM stands for virtual RAM, correct? Question mark. So I would assume 16 gigabytes. I'm not sure if that's good for VRAM. I would think that's actually decent, because the one that I have, I think the 3060 that I have has 12. So anyway, Zach's Tech Turf, widely known for drunk building a PC on stream. Oh yeah, the more the better. When it comes to like most stuff PC, it is the one time where I 100% agree. The more the better. Now, the more you spend, maybe not, but the more the better. Let me bag this up. So let me bag this up. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go right here. Wait, isn't the 5098? Huh? What? don't understand. Okay, let me, dear Lord. Let me full blown click on this. Oh, I need to back up. I need to back up. Back it 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 up. Drop it. And get on out of this garage. I need to wash this thing. Good thing is there's a hose in there. Oh, don't crash. Don't crash. Okay, let me go to specs and let me make sure I was reading the right thing for VRAM. Did I just crash? I did not just crash. It's kind of hard to drive and do this at the same time. What is GDDR7? I don't know what that means. I don't know what a lot of stuff means, apparently. I don't know how to see the VRAM on the one thing that I bought. I don't know how to do that. More the better. Wait, isn't 5098 RAMs? No. 32 for 4090. I believe 4080 is 24 or maybe 28. DDR7, what? DDR6, your RAM sticks. I only have DDR5. On Newegg, I didn't even see DDR6 as an option. So I'm probably an idiot. It is what it is. It is what it is. Anything, I guess my logic is if the gaming that I'm doing on this computer is going as well as it is with the system that I have, essentially any upgrade to what I have is a good upgrade. It's just whether or not it's the most efficient upgrade, I guess, is where I'm going. Let me wash this stuff. Actually, I need to wash this. Dude, I'm pretty sure DDR6 doesn't even exist. It depends on your motherboard. Makes sense. DDR, wait, how do I use this again? I forgot how I use this. I don't think I actually use this because I don't think I know how to get it to activate. Yeah, I think that was the issue. I don't remember how. Oh, I need to turn the stupid thing on. Yay. Because I think I had a button for it, I just don't remember. I don't typically actually clean my vehicles. But Joseph, how are you doing today? I didn't get a chance to ask you that earlier. I think I was rambling too much. But how are you doing today? I try to do my best to ask everybody that, but clearly I fail sometimes. Oh geez. DDR5. Oh, DDR5 is the newest, I believe. Okay, cool. Because that's what I have on my PC. So when that thing said GDDR7 on the graphics card, I was like, I don't even know what that means. Like the G, I think, means something. I just don't know what it means. Actually, the rain through the windows. I didn't want it open. Okay, I have the automatic door opening script that runs, so that opens that. Google said the Google tab I opened isn't secure. Then that, hold up, I know what that means. I forgot what that meant. No? Did I know what that meant? I thought it could mean that you opened it from like a link from somewhere else, and that link was, I don't know. I'm not gonna even pretend. I'm not gonna even pretend like I know, because I'm gonna get it wrong and I'm just gonna look stupid. So I'm not gonna even worry about it. Not gonna worry. How have I still have not gotten a new fertilizing contract. Did I return that fertilizer yet? I should, because I mean the good part is it's cheap because it's going by a per month basis, but still I need to go ahead and take this exam, so we should pass. Cool. So we just got our associates, so now we'll be working towards our bachelors. Let's see, GDDR7 VRAM is what he meant. Yeah, that's just what the thing said. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the G part of it means. I don't know what DDR stands for, but I don't know what the G in front of it stands for even more than I did the other thing. If that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, but you catch my drift. let's see, do we have any, have we worked our hours? We have worked our hours. How do you apply for the different job? Like, I don't understand. Like, do I need to quit my current job to work this? I mean, I have 1 year's experience. Like, I have the year experience, it just won't let me apply for that. Or does it have to do something with the opening times? I don't, let's see, firewall. 4090 has 24 gigabytes VRAM, 5090 has 32. So they're going up by, wait. So they went up by 8 per generation. Assuming that math holds correctly, if my 3060 had 12, the one I have has 16, that's a 70 Ti. I'm just taking an educated guess. Well, that means the 60 probably is still 12. I don't know. Habibi. What does that mean? What does Habibi means? I thought it meant friend, but I don't know. I barely speak English. Beep. Okay, so I still haven't returned the lease thing, and at this point, I don't even know if I'm going to. That's how I turn on my lights. Yeah, it was close. Most reviews say the 4090 is better. From what I've heard, less performance. Too bad I wasn't gonna. I wouldn't be. It's not that I wouldn't be able to afford a 4090. Is that I wouldn't pay for it. Like, that is insane. Like 3,000. Like 3,000 for a graphics card. I could build 2 PCs for that one graphics. Wait, which brings up another question. Okay, so this is now going to open a whole new can of worms. I'm going to do my best to read the stuff before I go on. Hold up, let me get this going, and then I'm going to read, because this is going to bring us to a whole new thing. 3080, 12, less power ducking. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what power ducking means. Power sucking. That I do know what it means. I do know what that means. What's your current GPU again? 3060. I was wrong for AI workloads such as text generation. The RTX 5090 shows improvement. Yeah, I think the 5th generation only does really good. Well, not really good, but it excels with AI stuff. So if you're doing like video editing, pictures and stuff like that, yes. Now, the weird thing I was thinking about, a 5090, a 4090, whatever. At that point where you're thinking to spend $3,000 on a 4090, 5090, whatever, $3,000, would it be better just to build 2 lower end PCs? Or, for example, I'm currently running a 5070. Like, all the parts from my computer brings me to about 2,500, right? For the cost of one graphics card being $3,000, I could take that 2,500, double it, and have 2 PCs. So, like, if you really were gonna put $3,000 into that, or let's put it this way, let's say if I would have got a 5060, I'm not sure if that's the thing, but that would save me more money. That would have cost me, that would have brought me to about 2,200 maybe on the cost of my PC. Also, if I would have got a less powerful CPU, but 2,200, if you double that, that's what, like, I think it would just be better to run 2 computers at that point. Anyway, let's see, if you're a casual gamer, the 40% uplift in demanding 4K titles may not, excuse me, may not justify the 25 to 30% higher price and significantly increased power draw. 3060 has 12 gigabytes of VRAM, but it isn't just VRAM. I don't even know what that means. I mean, I know what VRAM means. I don't know what the isn't just VRAM part means. For what you're doing, you could use one PC to stream and a new one to game, and it'd be perfect. And that's what I was thinking. I've seen or have heard of bigger streamers having 2 computers, one like streaming and then one recording, or like, but they're gaming on one and they're streaming and recording on another, or vice versa. But like whatever one they're gaming on, they're either streaming on it and recording on the other, or recording on one, streaming on the other, vice versa, whatever. And I was like, that would be awesome. That's all a huge investment in my opinion. Blah. But also that could take stress off of one computer. So technically one computer could be lower performance value, because you could run lower end PCs, because if you just have one whose entire job is to stream, the other one can just focus on the gaming part, and so there's less stress on that. Because technically right now I'm streaming, I'm not recording, but I'm streaming and gaming all on one. I'm just okay. Anyway, bruh, what it's like you're saying you traded your 12-inch pizza for 2 6-inch pizzas. Almost. Think about it. Like, if you had to put up a fence around your yard, would you take one bodybuilder or 2 average size people to work on that fence? Right? Like, the average people may be a lot weaker, yes. Well, I mean, okay, that's probably not the best analogy, considering 2 people would be way easier to actually would probably be easier to work with more people. But anyway, more people means less strain on each person, meaning each person can perform at a higher rate for longer, is essentially my thought process. I'm not sure if that's the correct thought process, but that is what I'm thinking. I kind of want 2 monitors so I don't have to use my mouse to look around in ETS2, because I have a wheel. I have 3, I would say 2.5 actually. 2 monitors and then a TV. If you don't want to use your mouse to turn an ETS, and I do understand that, the webcam that I'm using, you can use that and head tracking software and use that to turn your head if you want to do that. If you want to see what I'm talking about, if you go back and look at any of my American truck simulators, or get an eye tracker. Eye trackers I think are a little bit expensive compared to the webcam version, but actually, can you update me? How much does the Tobii Eye Tracker 5 cost? Because when I thought about it, the Tobii Eye Tracker, I think I remember looking at it and be like, that costs more than what I thought for my webcam. And I already had the webcam, so I just used the webcam and some software, and I used that to track my head. And again, if you want to see what that looks like, yeah, $250-ish. Okay, so yeah, the webcam is a cheaper alternative. The eye tracker, both have pros and cons. Because I used AI track support, I think, at one point, and then now I use something, I forgot the name of it, but there's free like cam software that watches your head, and like as you turn your head, it's turning your head in game. So the weird part is, if you've watched one of my American truck simulator videos, I got a Star Citizen. Ooh, I actually have I played Star Citizen? I might try it. I don't think I have played it. But in American Truck Simulator, if you're using the head tracker versus the eye tracker, as you turn your head, you can keep your eyes facing this way, but the game understands that you're trying to look to the left, so it will turn your head in the game, but you can still, you know, look forward and do that. I kind of like that a little bit better than the eye tracker. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't used the eye tracker, so it doesn't really matter. But I in hindsight, to sort of rationalize my great spending habits, I told myself that the head tracker is better, 1, because it'll save money, but 2, because I like to look around my screen a lot, and I don't think the eye tracker would be that sensitive. But like, what if I'm looking, because I just want to look at the road, like I'm just driving, what if I just want to look to my left and the eye tracker thinks I want to turn my head? No, if I'm driving my car like on a day-to-day basis, I'm looking straight ahead, but I might glance over to the left. I'm not trying to like turn my whole vision to the left. I'm still trying to see everything in front of me, but maybe focus in on what's to the left, if that makes any sense. I'm not trying to turn everything to the left and shift the entire box over. I'm just trying to take the focus dot and move the focus dot to that spot. But I'm saying a whole lot. Let's see, if y'all have dollars and I have pesos, which is 55, 56 pesos for $1, then you say it's expensive. It gotta be expensive. I mean, 250 isn't terrible when you're an adult. If you're a kid, 250 is a bit expensive. Or if you have a family, 250 is expensive. Unless you just, you know, you guys are making buku money. Like, I think the way I was always told, if you can't afford to spend like 3 times that, if you can't afford to like chuck out 3 times that, you probably don't have enough money for it. So if I had, so 250 times 3 is 750. I would say 250 is a bit expensive, especially if you're a family. For me by myself, it's not. I can do that. But you know, if you have a family, that 750 is a bit expensive. Anyway, 250, and then you need a software subscription for. Oh no. I don't think for Toby, you don't need software. And for my version, where I was telling you to buy a webcam, which is cheaper. Buy a webcam, the software is free. So either way you go, I'm pretty sure the software is free. Someone's gonna have to correct me on that, but I don't think Toby's eye tracking software, I don't think it's a subscription. I would hope not. Head tracker, probably better, but eye tracker if you want it to be super precise, probably. Hard for streamers because looking at chat, and that's another thing, I'm looking at chat, which is like, well, to you guys it looks like I'm looking to the right, but I'm looking to like the left edge of my screen, and I know if I'm driving a truck and I look to read chat and that juts my vision, I'm gonna freak out. Plus also in my truck on ATS, I like looking out the window. Like I will get my character to lean his head out the window and look completely behind him. I got a system. Again, if you just watch my American Truck Simulator videos, it works. But anyway, the problem is you can't use your face cam. Like you can't record your face cam if you're using it as a head tracker. So I think in those streams where I'm using the head tracker, I don't have my face on it. So I've gone back to using my joystick just for ease of setup and not having to use my head all the time. But the joystick ends up turning to the same situation that the mouse was. I've been talking so much, I've forgotten what I'm supposed to be even doing. Do we have fertilizing? Okay, we don't. I'm gonna return that fertilizer. I don't even know why I still have it. We haven't done a single piece of crap with it, and I'm thinking it's one of those things that even though it refreshes, it's only like once a month refresh or something. So we're just gonna send this back. Oh, there's stuff in it. I kind of need to keep it. We'll keep it. I mean, it's not expensive anyway. Cultivating, harvesting. We'll just work with it. Okay. But it probably isn't 14k PHP because $300 Logitech steering wheel is 14k over here. That is insane. $30, I think, not subscription. So you gotta pay for the tracker and an additional $30. I didn't know that. So now I'm even more glad that I got I decided to use my head tracker. Now again, if you have the Tobii eye tracker, you can stream and use the head tracker at the same time. So to each its own. It is normal for me. My forearm just started cramping a little bit. Ow. Okay. That was not comfortable. It's normal for me to study all day. It is normal for me to exercise all day. It's normal to play with my brothers all day. Then if I touch my PC for 1 second, I've been playing for a while. That is my parents 100%. Or at least they were when I was kids. My PC takes like 30 seconds to start up. Mine, I don't want to say 30 seconds to like start up, but I would say 30 seconds from the moment I press the button till the moment I get to the screen to where I can start typing in the password. I would say 30 seconds. I think I also don't have fast launch or fast boot on. What it is, what it is. It is what it is. We are losing so much money this month. Oh no, we made a profit. Oh yeah, because we did a job. Whoop-de-whoop. Whoop-de-whoop. It would be nice if we had a stinking fertilizing job, but I guess no field needs to be fertilized, so I'm just gonna keep. Oh wait, is our grass ready? Uh-oh, I should have been checking that. No, it's been harvested, so we're good. Okay, cool. We'll just keep fast forwarding then. We'll just keep doing it. We're just gonna keep doing it, keep making money. We're not making money, but studying. The studying will help me get a bigger degree, which at some point when I figure out how to apply, how do you apply for the different job? Like that's the part that gets me. I might just quit that job. I genuinely, because I have a foundation degree, I have a high school diploma, I have all this stuff. But when I go to do it, so I'm here now, my eye is itching. It won't let me go for that job, and I don't fully understand. I click work, it makes me work, but I don't. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work. Because this will get us some extra money at the end of the month. Not a lot, because we don't have the best salary ever, especially with the amount of hours. That's one good part with 7-day months. That's the one really good part about it. What job did you have that you couldn't show your face? Teacher. I was teaching, and I didn't want them to catch it, especially if I told my students, which I didn't. Because I know me, and if I'm playing Call of Duty or Rainbow Six Siege or Battlefield, there will be some F-bombs and some other not professional words thrown around, and I just know that. So I didn't want someone to catch that, use that against me, and then I get fired, or I lose my job when I didn't want to lose my job. But I'm no longer teaching, which I'm so glad to not be doing that, at least in America. I'm not sure how every other country is faring, but geez. Okay, how do I apply, brother? Like, I don't want to quit this job and then that be the issue, but hold up, let me just fast forward. So that we get our money at the end of this month, which we should. Cool. We just got our money. Okay, now when I go here, yeah, it doesn't let me just apply for this job, but I have 1 year experience. So if I quit, I just hope this doesn't mess me up. Here, actually, hold up. Before, just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and save. And if this messes me up, I'll quit. But I think if I quit being a cleaner, can I come back and why won't it let? So I can apply to be this, but I can't. And if I apply to be this, that doesn't make any sense. No, that doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna relaunch that. That makes no sense to me. I don't know. Yes, smart decision. How do I get experience from chat? I have 125 experience. How do you even know that? How do you even know you have XP? I know I did something like that that gives experience, but I don't know. I don't know even how it works. What it actually, I think I know what it's for. I think there are certain commands that cost experience. I don't know. I don't know. There's so much stuff that I've set up in relation to this channel, either on YouTube, Discord, Twitter, TikTok, you name it, that I don't fully remember what the heck I did sometimes. Oh, why did it put me here? How do you apply for a... I don't understand. I don't. Believe me, I don't. I'm trying to understand, but I just don't. Like, I feel like it should allow me to apply. I have 1 year experience. I don't. Maybe I'm not. Okay, let me just try keyboard, even though it's blacked out. So we're gonna. I don't get it. It says live chat 3 people, 125 XP. Then the X button to turn off chat. I don't know. And as far as this job application thing, I don't understand it. I don't know what to do. It's not even giving me the option, but I'm like, I'm more than qualified. I have more than a high school thing. I'm at like college level, and I'm working towards bachelor's, which I think can go all the way up to a doctorate. But my experience is more than 1 year. We'll work till 9. Maybe you're missing 0.1 XP, probably. I don't understand. It just doesn't. I don't. Maybe it's in the settings. Maybe there's a game setting that I'm missing. No, that's not it. Okay, sound forced helper. It's not even. I don't understand it. I was send a pic, but I can't get Discord. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, if you don't join the Discord, I can't say. And actually, that's how a lot of us communicate now, is through Discordio, subscribing. And oh yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I just need to I don't know. I would like to go for the better job. Okay, is this growing? Okay, so the yield's 84% despite the pH value being bad, so I'm not going to worry about it. Now, question is fertilizing. It doesn't seem to be working. So what we're gonna do, I'm going to go out of this garage. We are going to go ahead and return that fertilizer. It bugs the living crap out of me that I can't actually use this thing, but I feel like we should be able to use it. It doesn't want to. I kind of want to use that because I feel like we could knock that out pretty quickly. And so I'm actually going to go ahead and borrow that. I might regret that. I genuinely might, but like, I'm pressing the buttons to refresh the contracts. It just does not seem to work. Okay, it gave me a new weeding contract. Oh, okay, so the more I press it, or at least that's what it seems like, the more I press it, the more stuff it does. Not so fun fact, someone made a terrorist attack plan in Roblox and he talked about it in chat. Then someone tweeted it, FBI went to his door with the chats printed. I mean, play stupid game, win stupid prizes. I like how the field is already at 91% weeded. Do you guys see that in the top right, or am I tripping? Could it be because I kept pressing refresh? Hold up, if I press it more. No, okay, I don't know. I don't know how that's working, but if I hold up, if I can knock this out, I will. They got the wiggle butt, back the wiggle butt, up, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, let's figure out where this field is. Oh, right there. LOL. We're drifting. The wiggle butt does not turn super well. Could I see where are the weeds? Weeds. Okay, how is it saying 91% and all those weeds are there? I feel like as soon as I touch the field, it's just gonna reset itself. Which I'm okay with, it's just sad. I can see because I'm in phone and it's tiny. Actually, this field should go by fairly quickly, other than the fact that it's gonna move slow, and I know it, and it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be super sad. Beep. I need to turn this on, right? Yeah. Okay, nothing's resetting, which is fascinating. Because when I look at this field, it says that there are weeds. It clearly says that there are weeds. Okay, and it's actually getting them up now. But I'm noticing how the number is not moving. So, it is what it is. You know those Reddit stories on YouTube? There's a meme floating around that finally there are no Hondas that got jumped. Finally, there are no Hondas that got jumped. Because most stories, they say Jake had a beat up Honda, and when it didn't mention that, they would say finally no. Ah, I see, because the Hondas are legit getting beat up. Fascinating. They would always say a beat up Honda. I wish this thing moved faster. I also wish I could apply to a stinking different job. Like, why? Like, what's the reasoning? Why? I think I'm gonna check that out after this. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this field. I'm gonna save and get out of here, but then I'm gonna figure out why the heck I can't, you know, why can't I do the different job? Hey, 92% finally went up. Don't know how, don't know why. I really don't. Also, fun fact in Roblox, you can start an A320 or plane. I don't think I've played flying games before. I don't think I would really like them, to be honest, because I don't like, well, it's not that I don't like driving games, it's that my Logitech makes driving games a little bit more difficult sometimes. But I know I'm bad at, what is it, Formula One. I think the Formula One that I have is F120. I'm bad at it, so it is what it is. Hopefully we can finish this field quickly. Okay, so if this is the second pass, it's gonna take us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna say about 8. I'm gonna say about 8 passes. 8, maybe 9, but I'm gonna say about 8 passes. Like each button you can press. Someone made that in Roblox, which is insane, by the way. It is insane if someone actually made that in Roblox. I remember seeing games like DCS, I think Flight Simulator, or Microsoft Flight Simulator, and just thinking like the people who like went through the effort of making each one of these buttons do something, you guys are insane. Also, the people who have flight sim cockpits, I feel like are insane, because they're like the keyboards and stuff that they have to do, or not the keyboards, but like the boxes and stuff they have to do with all these different switches and everything. Massive amount of switches. Do you keep up with what's happening in F1? I don't. I'm gonna be honest, the reason I got Formula F1 2020 was because of COVID. Like, it was COVID times. I was like, you know what, let me branch out, because I don't like racing games, just because all it is racing and just doing the same lap over and over and over again. Now, when there's actual competition, it's not that bad. I'm gonna be honest, it's not that bad. But for the most part, racing just gets stale to me. very quickly, which is why I am enjoying drifting. But more than that, I think in what is it, Car X, even though I haven't finished the game, I really just enjoy the process of building the cars, or mostly the liveries. However, the livery system in Car X is very limited compared to, let's say, Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon is one, a bit more in depth, and two, you can share the liveries to other people, so you don't have to create liveries for yourself. You can just share them. And how Forza Horizon did it, if you created a tune for a car, if you created a livery for a car or something else, you could upload it, and the more people that used your livery or your tune or whatever, you could get paid for it. You were getting paid like VC or a certain amount of stuff for it, which I thought was kind of cool. Someone got bullied into going into first person cam because he has an F1 car replica cockpit, but he just uses third. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, from a video game standpoint, third person is always gonna be better, right? Unless you have VR, and even then, third person would still be better. I feel like if I could drive my car third person, I would be better. It'd be much easier to park, it'd be much easier to drive, blah, blah, blah. Playing third person would be better in a lot of sense as far as the advantage. However, if the guy I'm thinking of, which I think I've seen on TikTok, if you have a replica like cockpit for Formula One, you should be driving first person. I understand it doesn't give you, like, it may make you worse as far as competing standpoint, but if you have a racing cockpit, you should probably go first person. That's the reason why I'm driving in Car X, I prefer to drive first person 9 times out of 10. However, I don't know how to drift, so to see what my vehicle is doing, I drive third person. Also, the issue with Car X, there isn't a camera like sway or prediction with your movements. The Crew 2 had one that was actually really good, that you could adjust to where as your car like rotates or slides in a certain direction, it would turn the camera in the direction of the momentum of the vehicle. And I'm like, oh, that's actually really cool, very useful. It's just not a thing in Car X, which sucks. Bro, we still don't have any fertilizing contracts. Are you guys beefing? Okay, it looks like we're not gonna have to do the whole field because now we're at 96%, which means at the end of this row, I'm thinking we're gonna be at 97. Oh, I thought I said we were at 96. Apparently it's just 95. Which I'm hoping by the end of this row, we're at 96%, 97. We're gonna do a good chunk of this field, but hopefully not the whole thing. So we're at 96. Hopefully by the end of this row, we're at 97. And then by the end of the next row, at least 98. But yeah, I just don't. I don't understand. Like, I feel like if I had an F1 cockpit, the whole point is to be immersed in it, which is the reason why typically I will drive. Now, in Farming Sim, the reason I don't is because this equipment and stuff and trying to make sure it's lined up correctly, that's always the challenge and the sort of the thing that you're focusing on. And so I could be doing this all the time, but even then I will say it's going to take a whole nother level of skill to make sure these things are lined up every single time. Plus it takes me a second, since I'm not using the mouse, to just turn around. If I was using the mouse all the time, quick and easy, because the mouse isn't like a joystick, it's not restricted in that manner. But because I have to turn this slow, turn back around at that speed, so on and so forth, it just takes time. I'm gonna go ahead and taper off this way. I don't think we're gonna be able to fit in between these trees. Oh yeah, we're definitely not. Oh wait, I might be mistaken. Well, we'll count it. We'll count it. Oh, we were not. I'm just gonna keep going. It's just gonna slide off. Oh, it's not. Damn it, yeah. I'm just gonna do whatever this maneuver is. I don't know what it is. I just know that is the maneuver that I'm doing. It actually made it worse. Okay, let's just fold it. We did this last video. I can't do it again. Okay, and then you drive through like this and then start the unfold process again, like butterfly wings. Okay, there we go. But this is just so much easier to deal with. And once I finish this field, well, I'll stop there for the day. I just know that's gonna take a second. I wanted more fertilizing contracts, but the fact that we haven't gotten any bothers me. It's like, what is the point of the refreshing contract? Like it. Oh, okay. So I just gotta press it a bunch, but it does work. Okay, I'll accept that. Okay, so I think we just got our way to start making bank. We just got it, which is good. So I'm gonna finish this field, then I'm gonna do those fertilizing contracts to get us money real quick, because that's the goal. We gotta get money. We gotta get some money, even though I'm definitely over the amount of time I normally stream. I definitely would have finished this. I've been playing a lot as far as offline. I've been playing outside of Battlefield. I've been trying to play some slower games so that way I could hang out on the phone with my girlfriend more often. But when I'm not playing those games, they're definitely like, hey, I can't talk right now type games. Well, I say like Marvel Rivals. I've tried to play the competitive solo. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not right. Sorry I didn't reply, but I gotta go now. All right, it's understandable. See you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. I might come back later, but not right now. Oh, dude, after I finish these, like, I'm not gonna be streaming that much longer, I don't think. But see you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Ding, 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 bing. Let's see, go ahead and hit that. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Almost done. I don't think we're gonna have to do those last two rows because of some type of glitch or whatever, but I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it. Yeah, I just need this to finish. And then we'll go do this fertilizing contract. At the end of this, we should be at 100% by the end of this row. I feel like we're about to be at 99%, like right now. We're at 99%. It doesn't show it on there, but we're at 99%. So we're really about to be like right there. Oh, come on, finish this one. And this is also another reason I don't like doing contracts like this, whether it be cultivating, weeding, plowing. They just take too much time. Like not harvesting, fertilizing contracts, in my opinion, are by far the more superior contracts. You just go through them so much faster. Yes, you do have to invest in the fertilizer, but if you're also like where's it, that shop over there, and you buy fertilizer from the shop, you save money. You save money, and it ends up, you know, not being too bad, especially if you use the same equipment from one contract to use on multiple contracts. It's really not that bad. You end up, you know, making it alive. I don't know. You end up being okay. You end up coming out on top. Dude, we're just sitting at this 99% despite having 2 sections left. But I really feel like the end of this row the end of this row. That's come on. There it is. There it is. Okay, go ahead and turn in this one. Switch to our tractor. That just got us some money. And now I'm so glad I bit the bullet. Not really bit the bullet, but I didn't return that fertilizer. Because now it's time to make money. And yes, I do know I still have grass in that bin that I just have not compacted and whatever. And it's gonna stay like that. It's gonna stay like that for probably a long time, because that's not how we're making our money so far. We're going to be making most of our money from contracts, at least until I can get, for example, a forage wagon, you know, some bigger stuff. Like, once I get those bigger pieces of equipment, which we don't have much, but I need at bare minimum forage wagon, a silage. I need to, let's see, get down, take a left, head to the east. I need at the bare minimum forage wagon, silage compactor, and a screw conveyor. That gives me everything I need for the silage. From there, I can start to, like, once I have that going, I can start working on the silage, compacting it, doing all that brouhaha. But more importantly, I can start using contract money to save up to get more fields. Ooh, haha. I knew I saw this. Extra 10K. Actually, that's two that I found. I found one Monday and I found another one today, because I didn't think to check that the leaves would be on the back of signs. I didn't even bother to check. But I'm glad I'm doing that now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get on this field. Let's see. There it is. Line it up and go. And this field shouldn't take us too long, especially with precision farming saving us with how it's worked. Like solid fertilizer, again, I know I've been through this over and over again about which fertilizer is the best, whether it be slurry, manure, solid fertilizer, or liquid. Solid fertilizer is the best. Well, precision farming solid is the best. Precision farming liquid is next. And then I would say between slurry and manure, I would say manure, just because of cost, and I think that's the overall issue. Slurry tankers take a lot. However, slurry is easier to transport. I will say that. I will say it's easier to transport and spray, apparently. 36 meters is much better than the manure spreaders. Are we at the end of the road? Yeah, we're about to be. Then the manure spreaders, which I need to check, because I think the largest you can throw that is 6 meters. I might be wrong on that front, but I have no problem checking. None whatsoever. I should turn the camera there. Is that where I just came from? I think that's just where I came from. So I need to be over here. We'll just turn that on. Beep. Okay, hit cruise control. Okay, let that go. What was I looking at? Oh, this manure spreader. I thought I might be overlooking it. Oh, here it is. I looked right. It's in the same area. 8 to 12. Okay, so more than I thought. 24. Okay, so 24 is not bad. So then it becomes the question of which do you get more of, slurry or manure? And I feel like cows produce so much slurry, you might as well do slurry. Now, if you want to, you could do manure, but in order to get manure, you have to put in straw into their fields and like use a straw blower. Slurry is just better. Slurry is better. Also, as far as putting slurry on the field, slurry is quicker. So I'm gonna say precision farming solid, precision farming liquid, then solid, then liquid, and then finally slurry, the manure. However, I need to go back and look at the cost of which is going to cost you more to start, whether that be slurry or manure. I need to check that. We're 51% through, and all we've done is 2 passes. That's great. That's fantastic. Because if I remember correctly, my issue, well, one of the issues is cost to do any of this. The cost is one thing that's annoying. So you have the slurry tankers, which can be connected to the slurry tools. Now the good part, well, we'll just use this one for example, 258, even though this one is better. Oh, this one comes with a sprayer on it, 16 meters, so not bad. And it's only 125k. So these might be better, but if you want to get the best like speed, this one's going to be best, which goes onto the back of these guys for the biggest bang for your buck, which is going to cost you about 400,000, so more like 370 something, but plus easier transport. These, which are much cheaper, already spread out at a rate of 24. Now I guess the question that I would have is, can you use precision farming with slurry and what's it called, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't use precision farming with slurry and manure, I think you could use it for slurry. That just sounds like it makes sense. Like, it genuinely just sounds like it makes sense. Oh wait, no, beep. That might be enough. Take enough heat off there. Perfect amount ish. Perfect amount ish. Okay. Actually, let me just check. Is there... No, there's nothing you can put on that. What about the slurry tankers? Is there something you could put, let's say, on here? Manure sensing. Yep. Will detect the nitrogen level and see that. That's what I'm talking about. That's good. Work light. That's cool. Configuration. Oh, that's cool. That's actually really cool. But the simple fact that there is a manure sensor to better help you, like, not waste a lot of money, that's good. Now let's see, that was for the slurry. Okay, does manure have one? Okay, manure doesn't have one. It has a spreader system, which is kind of cool. Wow, it changed 12 meters, which is good for that small guy. But now the question sort of becomes, okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to do one more pass, which I'm perfectly okay with. To do this, we're just gonna bring this down to the absolute smallest. Or actually, I could just do the other end. Yeah, because I know we left a big chunk down here. So I'm just gonna run down to this end. See, and that didn't take us too long. That didn't really take any time, about 13 minutes. Maybe more, maybe less. Let me do this gap here first. Got that one. Brings up to 99. Go over here. Let me back up, because I know I missed some on both sides, but I don't need that much, which is why I'm starting on the thicker end. And it should get it to us pretty quickly, I think. It's not taking down too much, which is good, despite being at 15 meters for the spread. There it goes. Okay, on to the next field. And the good part is I can go ahead and return that. And that's field 114, which should just be straight across the way. See, and now we're close. So by the time I finish this job, we should be really close to affording the stuff that we need. So I'll probably do part 2 Friday, just so I can get the stuff that we need. And in either way, we're probably still going to have to continue doing this for a little bit after that fact, just because, well, frankly, we need the money. Sad, but we do. We need the money. Cut through here, and cut through here. I'm just cutting through everywhere. Just cutting the buck, the mustard, and the rug. Uh-oh. Go this way. Actually, go ahead and switch that back. Hit that like that. Hit this like this. And this field should be, I would think it would be quicker, because 1, we're getting paid less, but 2, and most importantly, it's just straight. Like, it's longer than it is wide, which I'm thinking is going to help us out a lot. Okay. But manure, I think it's going to be cheaper. I don't understand. Like, one thing I do find interesting with these is that if you customize, well, maybe not these smaller ones, but the ones that have sprayers, you can do that with. Right. Well, actually, this one doesn't have a sprayer. This is just a tanker. Oh, okay. So the ones that need distributors or have distributors on them are fine. This, it says, oh, so this one just sprays it out. It just kicks it out that way. So there is no sensor that you can put on that one. Same thing, I think, with this one as well. But these, because we have to put a distributor with it, we can put a sensor. I'm not sure how that sensor works. I'm not going to question it, but it seems doable, seems workable. But we did all that research on the shop just to sort of see if we could answer our question of which is going to be better. And I'm going to be honest, I think that narrows it down for me. I'm going to say manure is the worst. You can't really sense that. Now, the weird part is it says John Deere manure sensing. Like, if you go to slurry tankers and you look, it says John Deere manure sensing. We'll take the nitrogen in the manure. As the nitrogen in the manure is never homogeneous, the sensor guarantees the application of the same nitrogen amount all over the field. So with that, these, I guess, just because there's not a consistent way of spraying, this is more, yeah, this just, like, I don't know. I feel like this should have like a sensor on it that you could use, or I guess this tractor has the sensor on it, so it should work. So never mind, because this tractor has a sensor on it that measures the amount of stuff needed to do its job. Now, how is that working with this back component? And when I think in real life it would turn on based on the section, like drop some here, don't drop, drop some here, don't drop, drop more here, don't drop. And I think that it's just averaging out in the game to say, hey, we're going to leave it on, you're going to go the same speed, but we're just going to average the cost that's being thrown into it a bit better, I guess. I don't know. But either way, we're almost done with this field, and we're almost done with this stream. We're actually gonna run out of fertilizer before we finish this field based off my observation of how fast that is ticking down on the right side. Well, maybe. I think we'll be at roughly 500 by the time we get to the end of this row, which if that's the case, then we'll have enough to finish. If we're at 500 by the time we get to the end of the row, that's more than enough. If we get to like 400, questionable. Yeah, I think we'll be there. Yeah, because we're not even at the 600 just yet. And right now we're at 600. So yeah, so I was right to suggest about 500. And then on that last row, since that last row is smaller, it looks like about a third of the size. I might be able to go down to 15, but I'll do 21 just to be sure. Nah, I think 15 can cover it. I'm probably gonna risk 15. Okay, I said we're gonna be at 500. We're actually a little bit lower than 500. But again, the last little section is going to be a bit easier. So let me go here. Go here. Bop, bop. I'm gonna do 50. Oh, we can do 18. 18 should be more than enough. 18 should be more than enough. Let's see. Let's just get in the middle of it. Yikes. It is not enough. Okay. I thought I estimated that a little bit better than that. Okay. 21 is going to be where we set it at. So I should have stuck with 21. I guess I got to remember is that it's taking some off of each side. And I should have, okay. I guess I didn't estimate that in my head because I saw the halfway mark and I didn't think, okay. Yeah, that's my fault. But it's going through it. We should have enough to get to the end of this row. I think we should. Because we're doing a smaller amount being used. The liters per minute is lower anyway, on top of using the sensing system. So I think we should be able to make it to the end of the row without running out. Which also makes me happy that I use this fertilizer instead of the bigger one. Like, yes, the bigger one holds more, but we're not even running out using this one in conjunction with the sensor. If we didn't have the sensor, we would be running through it like if we were using a normal fertilizer, and that would be the issue. We would just be running out like constantly. But since we have this, it makes our life a lot easier. Beep, beep, beep. And this is good. This is great news for us because that means on the next one, we're just going to be spamming fertilizer contracts for multiple reasons. One, I have this and the system works. Two, and most importantly, I have so much fertilizer just on my field, either from me buying it in pallets and just being a goofball and not using it because I didn't use the refresh contracts mod, or me forgetting that I could go to the lime place and buying more pallets and just being like, oh crap, I should have gotten rid of it. That was just dumb on me. But we're gonna drive this back. We're going to, did I turn that contract yet? I did not. That's free money. More fertilizing contracts. Do we have time to do? Yeah, we do have time. I'm not gonna do it this stream, but I am going to go ahead and accept this, and I'm going to spam. We're going to, I don't think we're going to accept that one. I think we'll accept them as we get them just because of time constraints in game, because the 10 thing is going to catch up to us. So, but I'm gonna drive this over here. We're going to go ahead and fill this up, and then we're gonna get up on out of here. But the main thing, because the good part is all the fertilizer that I paid from a while back, we're actually getting to use it, and so it's not wasted expenses or anything. which I think is really, really good. But let me go ahead and turn that off, close that up. But yeah, I think we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this. We're gonna stop this here. I'm gonna pick up on it on the next one, and we should actually be able to buy the equipment that we need on the part 2, and you know, actually be done, or not be done, but once we can get enough grass, that is the moment in which we'll make bank and things of that nature. So with that, if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, please leave a comment. If you want to follow me on other social media such as TikTok or Twitter, please feel free to do so. Oh, and if you'll join the Discord, the link's down in the description. Again, if you want to get in the Discord, see access, click the link to join the Discord. Click the server title, go down to linked roles, make sure you hit the verified. Once you're verified, you'll then be able to see most of what the Discord has to offer. But with that, I will say peace and good night.